What's up, guys, and welcome to today's video. My name is Bossman Effects, and today I'm bringing you a new video, my top 5 tips going into 2019. These are tips, or rather, they're like the five things that I was able to put together before I set off for 2019. So and I've put together a presentation for you guys. So after the video, you can check out the presentation is in form of a PDF down in the description below. And as always, like and subscribe for more content. So let's start. So here's the presentation and the top 5 trading tips. These are, just as I've said, these are tips, rather things that I've seen that were able to work for me in 2018. And after a bit of tweaking and all that, I've been able to put across these ones for this year. And so going into 2019, you just don't go in blindly. Okay, so what you need to have set before you get in is five basic things. You have to have your knowledge goals, your trading income goals, your follow-up procedure, and the remaining ones, number 4 and 5. So number 4 and 5 are basically like tips rather than the first 3, which were tips and more of like how you should be able to set your goals in order for you to go into the new year. So starting with the first one, setting knowledge goals. Okay, knowledge goals are basically what you expect to learn and how you're going to achieve the learning over the period of time. So for example, let's say you are a beginner in Forex, or you already started in Forex, but you feel like you're in a fix because you don't know so much, but you still have read a number of books, but you still don't know what you're doing. So the first thing is read trading PDFs and books, watch videos and listen to podcasts daily, weekly. This is for the guys, this goes out to the guys who have mentors and the ones who do not have mentors. Have books that you have set that you're going to read for yourself. These things will open up your mind as to how the market works. Because I remember as a beginner, I did not know really how the market works. And so I'd go in with instinct and just pure gut feelings where I'd say, let me place a trade here, let me place a trade there, let me stop the trade because I feel like it's going to go down or it's going to go up and I didn't even know about stop losses and take profits. So that's the first thing. Watch videos, read books, because these things will open up your mind and see the broader picture of why Forex is there in the first place. Other than that, another tip is follow trading personalities on Instagram. Study their content and take screenshots and journal the trades. Let me put an example, like someone like Swedish Pips, someone like Yelts the Kid, someone like Uncle Ted. Those guys post videos, post content continuously on the gram, and these things, they just don't post screenshots, rather they also talk about how they placed the trade and what they were looking for in the trade. And so those are the kind of guys who you should be following, guys who are actually explaining their trades and saying that they took this trade because of this and that, this and that. And if you're able to journal their trades, you actually take screenshots of the trades they've taken screenshots of and create your own folder where you can be able to study that content over the period of time. You'll be able to see the way they're seeing, and not just and then something else that I see a number of people doing is you're a scalper and you're following a swing trader. The things don't go hand in hand, really. Not that you shouldn't follow the guy, but the content that you're searching for in that guy is not the content that you're applying. And so focus more on guys who have the similar interests with you, if it's scalping, day trading, or swing trading. Then from there, you'll be able to narrow down your thought process to how they were taking the trades and try to implement it in your own understanding. And the third one is don't read blindly. Focus on informative and recommended material. For example, we have guys like, as I said, Swedish Peeps, Yes the Kid. They have content that they put across on YouTube and on PDFs and stuff. Those are guys like I'd recommend. The other guys, maybe I'd recommend books on psychology, I'd recommend books on zones and stuff. I'd recommend books on supply, support and resistance, and so on and so forth. Follow up with guys who you see have made it, in quotes, like people who are ahead of you, and try to pick on the things that they have found were helpful to themselves. And as a sponge, you're supposed to absorb all that kind of material, and you'll be able to filter out what you find useful and what you don't find useful from that. And the bottom line is, learn more than you trade. If you're trading 1 hour a day, make sure you're studying 2 hours, 3 hours a day. And from that point, you'll be able to see. And don't just study blindly. Study implementing the things on the charts. Like, let's say you've read something about psychological levels, and then you see the guy has put across steps and steps. Stop reading the material, go back to your MT4, your MT5, and then try and implement and try and see how the guy was seeing the whole concept, and then try and put it across in a way that you will understand in the future. So going on to the next one is setting income goals. Okay, fine, you've set your knowledge goals and you have studied and you have gone through all that kind of content. So what else? You know your capability because you've put in X amount of hours in your trading. So you know that through the X amount of hours of trading, if you properly implement all that information, you'll get Y amount of, you can be able to take in Y amount of income from the markets. And so the first thing is set your targets, set your income projections for the year, then work backwards. You know, like let's say you want to make 10K at the end of the year, break that down to the 12 months and see if it's 10K. I probably need to make around 1K a month or so, or 700 to 800. And then from that 800, that's in a month. There are 20 days in a month. So you break that 8K into 20 days, divided by 20 days, you get about $40. $40, is it $40 or 400? I'm not so sure. So yeah, $40. So from that $40, you'll be able to see that if I make, how will, based on my strategy, how will I take out $40 from the market each and every day? And also set realistic goals. Don't expect that you studied for 2 months, then you want to make 10 million or 12 million like Uncle Ted. No, that won't be possible. So you have to make realistic goals and say, I've put in this amount of hours. This might be equivalent to this amount of Kenya shillings and not dollars and stuff. So yeah, and then if you have your income, build your confidence, because confidence goes hand in hand with consistency. Because for you to get the income, you have to be consistent enough to progressively make the money. Even if you're having setbacks, you still have to progressively make the money. And so that's all about building confidence. I'll talk about that in another video. So follow-up procedure now. So you already have your goals set. You've written them down. You've typed them down. I don't know how you guys do your goal setting, but for me, I set my goals both on paper and on an application called Novice app. So you can be able to set your goals, set all the things that you want to achieve in the year, in a month, in a day, in a week, blah. It's all dependent on you. So from that point, you start your follow-up procedure. Okay. So the follow-up procedure is basically take the trades first, implement your strategy, because going into this period. Sorry. So what I was saying is you need follow-up procedure. So take the trades, implement your strategy and your plan. Because if you have set your goals already and you've studied all that and you've taken heed of all the information that you've soaked in from all the sources, then now you go in and then you start taking the trade. Implement your strategy because you have read and you've come up with a strategy that is suiting yourself. So follow your plan. Take the trades, because if you don't take the trades, you won't make the money. If you don't make the money, then your goals aren't met. Then treat your trading like a business. You have to journal the trades that you've taken, all the trades that you would have taken but you missed because of one thing or another, and journal all those trades. Ask yourself, why will you have taken the trade? Journal everything, and I'll have a separate video on journaling in the days to come, so that you people can understand more about how I journal. And from there, if you treat your trading like a business, putting the the proper risk to reward and the risk management, you'll be able to get to your goals as soon as possible. Thirdly, constantly review your progress against your targets. This is something that I don't see a lot of people doing, that they don't continuously check up on the goals that they set. Let's say you said, as you were saying, maybe you've set your goals to 10K a year, and you know that by the end of the half of the year, I'm supposed to be like at 5,000. Okay, so if you're at 5,000 and now this is your 6th month, do you go back and then you look at the progress that you've made versus the target? Are you on par? Are you lagging behind? Are you ahead of your goals? That is the kind of reviewing of the progress that you need to put across in your mind, such that you'll know that you'll be able to be accountable to yourself. And the final one is being accountable to all your trading. In this point, I recommend having a mentor. And for those people who are not well off enough to have a mentor, you can have an accountability partner. An accountability partner is basically someone who has the same mindset and the same goals as you, and someone who you can be able to push each other to achieve the goals that you've set up for yourself. But all in all, the thing that you have to realize is the only person holding you back is you. No one else is going to hold you back, because it's so easy for you to cut off people who are not holding you back. But if you're the one who is holding yourself back, you will not be able to make any progress. Okay, so I go on to the 4th one, and the 4th one is don't focus on Forex only. Okay, so this one might sound like it's weird, but if I may start with a quote that is on this end, it says, not all chart time is good chart time. And this is true because the more you look at your charts, and the more you're just staring at your charts and looking for something to happen, there is nothing that is going to happen. Saying that you're going to miss a trade, then that is the problem with your plan. But at the end of the day, not all chart time is good chart time. If you've placed your trade already and you've already won your trade, and then all you're doing is just hanging around and trying to see what the market will do afterwards, then you're wasting your time. And what I'd term as a remedy for this is have other goals other than Forex that you've set for yourself. This can be fitness, school, business, or get as in anything else, as long as you're getting into the work, such that if your trading says that you're trading over London session, you should be sitting down in front of your computer hunting your trade. Once you have that trade locked down, whether it's a profit or a loss, once your trading is done and you hit the target number of trades that you have set for the day, you're supposed to close your laptop and go on and go to the gym, go to school, or go back to your business, as long as you're keeping yourself off from the distractions of the market again. Because the more you stay on the market, the more you have the urge to press that buy or sell button, which is not good for you and not good for your account. And also, something that I've noticed over the period of time is that by hitting all those other goals and seeing progress in all those other goals, let's say you're going to the gym and you're seeing that you're bulking up or you're leaning up really well, you'll be highly motivated to hit all those other trading goals and all those other goals that you've set for yourself. It'll motivate you to become a better person. And it'll also get you out of the addiction of being in front of the charts. That's something I have to continue emphasizing. The less you are on the charts, if you've understood what I'm saying, the less you are on the charts, the better it is, because you're able to absorb information and you'll be able to see the chart in another whole dimension, because you're seeing the chart once a day and you're absorbing every pattern that is happening each and every day at that particular time. So you'll be seeing things much clearer than someone who's been looking at the charts all day. Then to the last one. The last one is discipline. Discipline is key. Without discipline, number 1, 2, 3, and 4 will not make sense, because all you'll be doing is having goals, but you're not achieving them, because you're making one step in front, 2 steps back, which is not good for you. And so for the discipline part, have a trading plan to keep you in check. I'll also have a video about a trading plan coming up soon. And point 2 is follow your plan no matter what. If your friend is trading three times a day and your plan says you're only trading once a day, Doesn't matter. Have to. So what I was basically saying is that you need that. You need to have discipline. Okay. You need to have discipline no matter what. Because you can see that I've written discipline is a bridge between goals and accomplishment. If you want to accomplish your goals, you have to sit yourself down and tell yourself that no matter what comes, I have to do this and I have to do it well and I have to do it every single day, no matter the situation that is coming through. So, I hope you guys have learned a few things from the video. As always, fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the process. You might not know how it will unfold, but just follow the process and you'll see how good the trading experience will be. Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the losses and fall in love with the wins. Because at the end of the day, that's what is going to build you. Thank you so much. If you liked the video, be sure to smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button so that you'll be notified anytime I'm going to upload a new video. So thank you so much. And for the guys who've stuck until the end of the video, there's going to be the PDF on the trading presentation that I just made in the description below. And then also as a bonus, there's going to be my week 1 trading journal. I've posted it and I'll place it right there in the description below for those of you guys who are going to want a little more of learning how I do my thing in my trading. Yeah. So thank you so much and see you in the next video.